Today, God the Father declares that the entire universe is His and that it brings Him joy to bestow blessings upon you. Know that everything else will come to you as you prioritize the kingdom. I will not overlook any detail, my beloved ones, regardless of the circumstances. I granted you authority over the world and instructed you to transform it according to my desires, as I desired you to be a potent entity. The purpose of man that was lost when he fell is restored by Christ's labor on the cross, which was accomplished before the fall. You are both potent and optimistic. The adversary's objective is to induce feelings of insignificance. However, you possess the capacity to direct your existence. I bring about the outcomes of your speech. Your words will mold your life into a form of paradise as long as you speak, think, and act with faith. Who will ascend to the Lord's hill? It is recommended that you do so. I have ascended to the right hand of authority, and you are currently residing within me in the sky. I am manifesting in the world through you as you live your life by my word and my promise, and you are elevated above all power and authority in my presence. Begin today in the sacred state and the land of promise right in front of me. Resolve any issues that may be impeding the fulfillment of your prayers by being cleansed by the blood that was poured on the cross. Lift your gaze, forever gate, for the King of glory will be revealed to you and through you. It will be the Lord, who is both powerful and brave in battle, and can rescue and liberate you from all of the enemy's afflictions. Today, God commands, "Follow me, and I will transform you." I am going to require you to recline down. Amid the chaos and violence that surround you, I will provide you with food in the tranquility of my serenity. Are you prepared to be transformed by my Spirit? Are you prepared to enter the tranquil location and allow my hand to guide you through a situation that you are unable to completely comprehend? Occasionally, I intentionally obstruct your view to assist you in navigating challenging circumstances without being distracted by antagonistic behavior. Your mind is seeking answers that I will not provide, as the complete truth would not improve your mood or alter your behavior. Adhere to the instructions. Please permit me to guide you through the forthcoming events, regardless of your level of familiarity with your surroundings or the extent of your understanding of the issues. There are 1,000 stories you will never tell until you reach heaven and witness the concealed dangers I have protected you from every day, for every story of my loyalty. I trust you not only for the information I have disclosed, but also for the information I have withheld. Not all of the information in the concealed location is intended for your viewing. Please be advised that I am your shepherd, and the verdant field in which I desire to erect your home is a secure location where your adversaries are unable to locate you, and those who wish to harm you are unable to reach you. There is no justification for fear. The anger of the bad people and the plans of the enemy are irrelevant. It is sufficient to simply be present. I am monitoring you, and you may experience a sense of relief in my embrace. You can relax and take deep breaths while I hold you close, secure in the knowledge that my love, power, and watchfulness are ensuring your safety and guiding you. Today, God instructs us to focus solely on Jesus Christ and His atonement on the cross. You employ the folly of the cross and the silliness of teaching as a covert defense against all enemy attacks. You are not powerless, and you are not obligated to seek refuge from external sources. My name and my spirit are present in you during every adversity, God advises them not to be concerned or to give up, as human knowledge will not safeguard them. My name will safeguard them from all peril. The man's defense of raising his hands is futile. However, the sole method of destroying the enemy's strongholds and convincing his friends to flee the battlefield is to invoke my name. I, the God of hosts, am with you and am demonstrating my presence to you to assist you in your victory. The Father states, I have refrained from contacting you due to your intelligence or sophistication. Because you were willing to be foolish and humble in my name, I have summoned you and placed my name on you. Even if the world never glances at you, you can be content as you observe their demise, as my power is refined in your vulnerability. Work and education are not the sources of your knowledge and comprehension. I, the embodiment of knowledge, have bestowed upon you the spirit of understanding from my throne to enable you to comprehend the situation in its entirety, whereas others merely observe and are misled. In my domain, the knowledge of the world is considered foolish. Therefore, establish your attractiveness on my essence in your life, as you are concealed behind the curtain and incapable of suffering harm. Before the video continues, I request you to like the video and share this video with your family and friends, and request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. Today, God declares, I will resolve the issues in the nation through my intervention, and what has been removed will be reinstated on the correct course. While the world may not be concerned with my actions, I am resolute in my commitment to exercise impartiality in my assessment and disregard the fabrications of those who are incapable of speaking the truth. They are required to confront challenging issues and endure discomfort. However, I have selected a light burden and a simple load for you, so that you may find solace in me, free from the disorder of disrespectful individuals. Rest is your inheritance, the Bible states, and I will feed you peace at my table. I am not fond of the deaths of the evildoers, rather, they will be compelled to traverse a desolate land without any solace until they exclaim, Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. God instructs them, Look up and be happy, for I care for you as my sheep, and you graze in my meadows. Your sleep will be delightful, and you will be able to lie down in tranquility. You will rise in supplication, confident that my Spirit is the governing force, illuminating the darkness and liberating those who are afflicted. I am present to assist when circumstances are adverse and others are unwilling to assist. I defeat the adversary and provide you with the fortitude to make decisions, as you are aware of my presence and opt to concentrate on my work on earth rather than the enemy's threats. God declares, I have distinguished between the righteous and the wicked, and I have set you apart until the storm ceases and the winds of blessing return to your land. I am your assistance when there is none, God declares today. Regardless of the words of men, even the most esteemed leaders ultimately falter and surrender. However, my influence endures indefinitely. Trust me with the things you are unable to change or comprehend, as I will continue to supervise your life even when you feel isolated. Throughout this period, you can have complete confidence in me, as I will ensure your safety. My love is manifested, and my power is refined in your vulnerability and constraints. Individuals demonstrate their mortal nature. However, I have resurrected you from the dust and elevated you to celestial positions in Christ. Be aware that you still have options, even if every opportunity is snatched from you. I assure you that I will continue to say, yes, and amen, even in the face of rejection. My divine power is just beginning to lead you out of hopelessness and to my table, where you will be fed with everything good, when people say that nothing else can be done. Your appetite will be satiated. Your comprehension will enhance, and despite your embarrassment, I will provide you with unwavering assistance and support when you encounter any challenges. Today, God declares, "My kingdom is not only a source of joy, but it is also joy itself." There will be no further delays or postponements. At present, I am causing you to be pleased. The angels who are dispatched to provide you with protection today will observe your visage and observe that your smile is reminiscent of your father's. Maintain your buoyancy. Maintain your concentration. My beauty and influence are worthy of your consideration. Do not allow for the fabrication of justifications for your lack of contentment. Joy is the essence of my identity and the essence of my personality. Joy is the result of both the things you receive and the things you share. Thank you for acknowledging my joy. Accept the humiliation that accompanies happiness, as others may interpret your enthusiasm as a sign of foolishness. The individuals who hold this perspective are unaware of the extent to which they are unaware of my objectives for their lives. Exhibit joy. The individual who resides in paradise will experience enjoyment. Ensure that the initial response to adversity is to chuckle. The enemy will be defeated as a result of the joy and happiness that fill my spirit. The enemy is under the impression that he has you in a corner and is on the brink of defeat, which causes you to feel extremely pleased. Your smile is accompanied by the question, "Is that all you have, devil?" The Father exclaims, "That is the warrior spirit." In my universe, that is an illustration of the bravado of a beloved child. You are fortunate, and I have selected you to be my designated one. I will provide you with beauty in a unique manner in exchange for your ashes if you take up the fight today and transform defeat into success and sorrow into joy. Before the video continues, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. According to God, your petitions have prompted him to respond from his throne today. Please be assured that I have received your message at the appropriate time and that the angels are actively engaged in assisting you in achieving healing, support, and liberation. I can assist you with your issues because I am the high priest of the celestial altar, and I sacrificed my body as an offering 2,000 years ago. My hand now extends to alleviate the weighty burden and liberate you, declaring, "As your faith dictates, so shall it be for you." Today is the day of your salvation and the appropriate time for the change I am bringing about in your life, just as a father is prepared to meet his children's demands. I am quick to respond and act. God declares that you are not required to pray as if it were an attempt to compel me to intervene in your life. There is no reason for me to be hesitant or withhold information from you. I assert that I do not value any form of suffering, deprivation, or injustice, even though various teachings express varying opinions. The strikes that were intended for you were instead directed at me. During my time on earth, I endured the same adversities as you, including poverty and lack of possessions, to ensure that you are graced with all the blessings of life and faith. Leave the bitter, the depressed, and the individuals with a mean personality and an angry heart, my beloved, for I will provide you with serenity. I will provide you with solace in silence and surround you with all that is positive, even though decent people may internally judge you. Today, you are safeguarded from all forms of harm by my affection and my power. In the present day, God has declared that He is cognizant of the deceptions that your adversary is disseminating regarding you and that He is taking measures to render them completely unattainable. Dear one, the wrongdoings and assaults they committed against you occurred to me 2,000 years ago. I was denied the opportunity to assist you in obtaining acceptance. I sustained an injury at the residence of a friend to ensure your safety in your community and to prevent families from interacting. I created you from the unbreakable seed, which is a substance found in heaven, rather than from earthly materials. Indeed, you are not constrained by your origins or social status on earth, as I have elevated you to the celestial domain, where you are beyond the reach of all power and authority. Frequently, men's compassion is as icy as death, and their benevolence is unyielding. People who rely on physical fortitude or believe in other people as their source of power are cursed. The unruly throng concealed their traps in the belief that they would not be harmed. However, I could hear your pleading. Your agonizing lament is met with an emphatic response from the heavens. The evil alliance and their foolish schemes, which were fueled by their animosity toward you, will ultimately fail because I fired my missiles at them and embarrassed them on their land. As of today, you are no longer a captive. You have been liberated from the hunter's trap, like a bird, and can now celebrate and rejoice in the secure environment I have established for you. This will enable you to remain in my presence even when your adversary observes you, declares God. Today, God declares, I have selected you to serve my kingdom. Elisha is not the only individual to have donned a garment that descended from heaven, numerous others have also done so. I wish for you to acknowledge your superior destiny today. You possess a mantle and a vocation. Outdated items have been disposed of. Everything has transformed. My dear, your life is not merely the accident of biological processes. I conversed with you before your pregnancy. When the sons of God were content in the world of unfulfilled spirits, I summoned you and determined your place of rest, destination, and duration of earthly existence. Your existence is significant. Heaven is aware of a mission that is a component of your existence, and it is now time for it to manifest on earth. Avoid being deceived or confused by individuals who believe that you are not significant or exist in the larger context. The Father declares, I have summoned you and anointed you. I have placed my words in your mouth to enable you to communicate my message. I invoked your name from the lineage of your father. I began documenting your life upon your birth, and today marks the commencement of a new narrative. Focus on the present, as the past has concluded. Maintain your focus on the future and refrain from dwelling on the past. Do not be hindered by preconceived notions about your responsibilities or the expectations of others. Today, I am terminating my affiliation with the fraudulent authorities, as well as the unjust demands and fabrications they have propagated regarding you. You possess authority. You are now at liberty to serve me, therefore, you should open your eyes and observe that your destiny is being fulfilled at this very moment. God informs you that the period of separation has concluded. My secure locations are prepared to welcome you and provide you with the necessary vitality for the day ahead. Consume copious quantities, as my attractiveness is the source of your uplift and rejuvenation, eliminating all of your burdens, obligations, and oppression. The healing balm of my grace remedies all the wounds you have sustained from past wrongs, and I cover you with my tender blessings. Love is the flag that I fly over you, a gentle breeze that invigorates your spirit and instills in you the self-assurance necessary to advance and escape the enemy's prison. You must attend to the angelic organizations that form around you at night, as per the teachings of God. The beauty of my shadow surrounds you, protecting you from all threats from adversaries who wish to extinguish your life. I have rescued you today in the same manner as food is extracted from the jaws of a bear or lion. Feel the way I am clinging to your existence. You are not being observed or disregarded in any capacity. Individuals who are conspiring to assassinate you. Regarding the minute particles of dust that do not alter the size of my majesty that are currently enveloping you, they are of no consequence. The anointing of my spirit remains with you as you celebrate and relish my presence, much like a bride who relishes her husband's company, even though the liars are eternally silenced. With each passing day, you get closer to me. Today, God informs you that His voice can be discerned in the interstices of your thoughts. I am your deliverance and safety, so maintain your composure. You will only experience disappointment and hollow promises if you do not rely on me. I am unwavering in my faith, and my power is sufficient to provide, heal, and save, regardless of the circumstances. Why should you allow fear or worry to prevent you from taking action or fleeing? Maintain an upright back and proceed with assurance. To trust me, you must be prepared to take risks and advance, even when you incline to retreat and surrender. I will begin to utilize my power to assist you and enhance your quality of life once your adversary has exhausted all possible means of causing you harm. I urge you to proceed and place your trust in me. Relax and enjoy a good guffaw with confidence, as my word guarantees the outcome you desire. Even though there is a significant amount of fighting taking place, you can be confident that you will emerge from the conflict with your narrative intact and your vision clear. God implores, have faith in me. Believe what I am saying. You will never experience embarrassment if you have faith in my identity in this circumstance. As of today, God declares, I identified you at the appropriate moment. At this very moment, even though I may appear to be distant, be assured that your faith is profoundly echoed in my presence. Even though you may experience feelings of weakness and distress, be aware that the essence of my being within you is a genuine force that is impervious to any power or principality that is opposed to you. I am present to safeguard you during times of sorrow and failure, even though you may feel ensnared by your pain and inadequacy. I surround you in my glory, and as a result of that glory, all of your needs are effortlessly met in response to your faith-driven supplication. Accept the treasures of the spiritual chambers today, as they have been reserved exclusively for you. Today, I granted you the royal privileges of a priest and a monarch, which entitle you to enter my courts at your leisure. In times of widespread disorder and pain, I will promptly bestow upon you a multitude of blessings and favors that have been amassed over eons and decades, thereby liberating you from all of the enemy's snares. Recognize that pleasure will arrive with the dawn, regardless of the current circumstances. Continue to concentrate on the reality that I am the day star, rising to remove the shadows of uncertainty and lead you to your refuge, despite the sadness you experience throughout the night. That is the message from your God. Today, God declares that the enemy is not influencing your existence. He initiates his strategy, however, it fails precisely because I am safeguarding you and providing you with sustenance. I have concealed you in the most elevated reaches of my glory, where he is struggling to breathe and experiencing a sense of being unable to breathe in my presence. He devised an ambush and a trap for you to capture him. His fabrications will serve as an obstruction and constraint. I assure you that I am on your side. I assure you that I will never abandon you due to the desires of your adversaries. I am involved in your life not because you are flawless, but rather because of the events that transpired at Calvary. Your defense against all obstacles is the blood that was spilled there. Today, the angelic forces arrived after their commander summoned them. They will not yield, and they will not be amiable toward the adversary because they stated, "That will suffice." They awaited, observing your liberation in me, and they burst into rage because I cherish you. Do not be apprehensive, rather, rest your head and find solace in my embrace. Observe and hear the laughter emanating from paradise that is echoing within me in response to the absurdity and futility of my adversaries' schemes. I will reach my conclusion, and they will cease to exist. I will exclude them from your life, and you will be content because they will be unable to locate you while they are searching for you. They will devise strategies that consistently result in perplexity. I am present to assist you, much like a parent assists their child who stumbles and falls. Do not be apprehensive or frightened. I am present to assist you in defeating the enemy and expediting your escape to safety. Today, God asserts that His justice extends across the nations and provides truth and equity to those who are virtuous. I am traversing the corridors of power to eliminate the villains and provide the impoverished, captives, and oppressed with an opportunity to commemorate my benevolence. The Father instructs, "Do not be apprehensive." I firmly guide the hearts of leaders as I see fit. I establish one, who will obstruct my counsel? Who is capable of altering my decision? They will never achieve the influence they desire. In their palms, the weapons they employ in combat will disintegrate into dust. The lion's canines will be broken due to their extreme hunger. They will disintegrate like snails in slime and forfeit access to my instruments. Maintain a commitment to equity, guide the Father, and demonstrate reverence for others. Review my actions and permit your tongue to remain in your mouth. To ensure your safety during my combat, you should retreat to the high tower of my name. It is my kingdom that governs the affairs of state, not human power. You belong to me and I belong to you before all else. They will struggle and convulse, but my spirit will be unable to escape them. Their protests against my anointed will ultimately prove unsuccessful. The Father declares, "I will bring them low and do what is right for my beloved, regardless of their position in the highest places on earth." Today, God informs you that His benevolence is abundantly pouring over you. I naturally feel compassion and benevolence toward you, even when you refuse to comply with my directives. People who believe that I am a grumpy ogre in heaven, staring at you with a frown and prepared to crush you like a bug, are utterly misunderstood. I am your refuge not only in times of success, but also in times of failure. I placed my hand on you and enveloped both your essence and your soul. I am concerned about your emotional well-being, your capacity to make decisions, and your mental health. I will perpetually harbor feelings of sympathy for you and continue to direct your attention to the straightforward yoke and light burden. You have inquired, Lord, must things be this difficult? The response is, no, they do not. Whenever adverse circumstances arise in your life, it is important to recall that my word states, the path of the transgressor is hard. Make the necessary adjustments and be assured that you will experience an improvement in your well-being. Before the video ends, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make a new house.